Thanks for coming to KSHB.com. Look at this here on Sunday morning, an impressive fire at a church on Troost, just east of downtown. You can actually see the Kansas City Star building there off on the right-hand side. A lot of smoke, firefighters working hard, at least the wind, not much of a factor, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. You can see there from downtown Kansas City, all this on our American Century Investment Skyview Network. North of downtown, north of that Lathrop and Gage building there, is where all the smoke is. Again, it's a 5 to 10 mile per hour wind from the south, so the smoke plume is blowing off to the north. And you can get even another better perspective of this from our Bankability Skyview. Look at that smoke plume trail north of downtown all the way into the Northland, as there's not a cloud in the sky, but you can clearly see that plume of smoke. Well, same old here as we continue to go through here in November. A huge storm in the eastern Pacific Ocean pumping warm air into Canada and keeping the jet stream retreated off to our north, and that bottles up all the Arctic air into Alaska and over into Siberia with no real sign it's coming, although there are some changes towards the end of the week. We'll talk about that here in a second. Now, on Sunday morning, we got to 34, but it briefly dropped to 32, and actually, yesterday when I did the blog, I said still waiting for our first freeze. It was 36, 37 on the hour, 35 at 4 in the morning, and then after that it was around 36, 37, but around 7:15 it briefly dropped to 31, so, and then it went right back up. That is not unheard of, but a little unlikely. Usually if it's 33, 34 on the hour, I can see it dropping to 31, but 36, 37 on the hour, dropping to 31, it's a little unusual. So our freeze drama is over. However, Minneapolis is still waiting. November 6, 1958. It's the last time they had a freeze this late, and this is way later than that. It looks like they may have to wait until next weekend as we have some changes. So let's talk about these changes. First of all, not bad today. Sunshine, temperatures warming to around 60 degrees. There's a little weak surface trough off to the west. That'll move through tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine. Tomorrow even a little warmer behind it in the low 60s. There's a little pocket of colder air up in Minnesota, but that little pocket of cold air is going to move off to the east and not really affect us. Now, as we go into Thursday and Friday, we're looking at a pretty strong storm coming out into the plains. We're going to be in the 70s Thursday and Friday, and mostly a lot of wind, and 20s over in the Dakotas, and up there could be a rain changing to snowstorm for them, and a lot of wind for us. Are we going to get any rain as this cold front comes through? Well, based on the latest data, the cold front blows through and then interacts with Gulf moisture in eastern Missouri, and that's where the best chance of rain would occur. However, if this front can slow down just a little bit, then we would get some rain here. You can see the 7-day rainfall forecast. Drive from here all the way into the southwest. There's that storm up in the northern plains with the rain and the snow, and the band of rain and thunderstorms, a good quarter to inch and a half of rain from, Arkansas to St. Louis and Chicago. But again, that could end up a little further west if this storm slows down just a little bit, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. Then after the storm goes by, a shot of colder air will come in, and next weekend, in about a week, we could have a widespread hard freeze. No widespread hard freeze today, 57 at noon, 62, 61 by 3 p.m., a beautiful day. And then as we look at the 7-day forecast, low 60s today, 65 tomorrow, 70 on Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, a lot of wind. So the leaves are going to be blowing all over the place. But let's hope we get a little rain there Thursday night or Friday. We're leaving it out of the forecast, but there's a slim chance of that. Also, don't forget this, tonight, the supermoon. The closest, brightest, and largest appearance since 1948. The best viewing is later tonight into Monday morning at 6:52 tomorrow morning, actually, just before sunrise. But you can see it all night long, so it'll be pretty cool. And also, the snowflake contest. No snow in the next week, but you could win a $1,000 gift card from Nebraska Furniture Mart when you predict the first 1 inch of snow that falls here at 41 Action News as measured by one of our meteorologists, date and time. Go to kshb.com/contest. Have a great week ahead.